Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. Now, today we are going to discuss a very interesting thing called cell organelles. Okay, cell organelles, right? We learn in a cell couple of things, right? The first thing what we learned was, as what I said, plasma membrane, nucleus, cell wall, and the last one was cytoplasm, right? That is a fluid contained inside the plasma membrane. Now, as what I said, cell organelles are enclosed by the membrane. So they are inside the cell. Between plasma membrane and nucleus, there is a lot of area around it, and over there are a lot of cell organelles. Now you must be wondering, sir, why does it need of so many organelles inside a cell? See, cell do a lot of functions in our body. Different types of cell do different functions. That's why in order to have those mechanisms, they should have organelles which perform certain things to go. So what are those organelles first of all? So let me tell you. Now, if you talk about a prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell, right, the size is normally, see, 1 micrometer. Micro means what? 10 raised to minus 6. So 0.000001. Come on, yeah, that is too small. That's why we cannot see a cell with a naked eye. Now we are talking about a eukaryotic, which is almost 5 to 100 micrometer, which is way smaller than a prokaryotic also, right? So that's what we are discussing. Now what we are talking here is that we are talking here is a cell organelles. Now every cell membrane around it to keep its own content separate from the external environment. So basically organelles are inside the cell covered by a membrane, right? Now we are talking about a multicellular organism. They have a large and a complex cells, right? They have a large and a complex cells in a multicellular organisms. And this complex and complicated structure and functions, so that's why they also have a membrane bound, so they can protect themselves. So eukaryotic cells are different from the prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic is cell, as what I said, the membranes are well developed, the nucleus is well developed, those are called eukaryotic cell. The processes are complex here, while in a prokaryotic the processes are simple over there. Now we are talking is what are organelles which a cell organelles, right? So let's see. The first cell organelles are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, and plastids. Now what are all these things? We are going to learn one by one about all of them. What we said, these are the cell organelles. I am talking about cell organelles. See, look at the animal cell. If you look at this animal cell, see, they have different things. It has Golgi apparatus, plasma membrane, centriole, lysosome, ribosomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm, as what I said, that was a fluid. Nucleus we already discussed. Nuclear envelope means nuclear membrane we already discussed. Now we are going to see all these things. What? Endoplasmic reticulum. Now you can see there are two endoplasmics, rough and a smooth. I'll tell you what exactly it is. So see, the first thing what we are going to learn is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, right? The first thing we are going to learn is the endoplasmic, the first organelle we are going to learn. So in this first organelle is what happen is, see, have a look. Endoplasmic reticulum, in short we call it as ER, right? So endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane bound tubes. It's like a tube structure and sheets. It's look like a long tubules or round oblong bags, right? Vesicles. Let me show you how does it look. If you see, look at smooth endoplasmic reticulum and look at the rough Can you see a tubes like structure here? This one, right? This tube which attached to the nucleus. Okay, see. So those are endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, now what they do? First question is, sir, what does a endoplasmic reticulum do in a cell? Yes, I'll tell you. But first of all, it has two types. There are two types, as what I said, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which we call SER, and a rough endoplasmic reticulum, we are RER. Now you must be wondering, why does the name comes? See, in RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum. When you see under electron microscope, you cannot see all this thing in our normal microscope. For that you require a high-end electron microscope. Now in an electron microscope, when you try to see this, right, on the surface, the surface under the microscope, it has particles called ribosomes. So on the surface of this reticulum, you will see a small particles which we call it as a ribosomes. So ribosomes are there on what? Endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum. That's why it looked rough in structure. So RER looks rough in structure under a microscope because it has particles called ribosome attached to its surface. These ribosomes, which are present in all active cells, are the sites of protein manufacture. So ribosomes what do? What does the ribosomes do? Ribosome produce other manufacture of protein. They manufacture protein. Yes. Now first thing what we learn, in a cell what happen is, whenever in a rough endoplasmic reticulum, it has ribosomes on it. Ribosomes manufacture protein. Now what a cell do for a protein? Yes, cell requires a protein for all its processes. So wherever protein is required in a cell, endoplasmic reticulum transport that protein everywhere in a cell. Got it? So what does an endoplasmic reticulum do? First thing, rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes. Ribosomes manufacture protein. This protein is sent to many manufacturers, many places in a cell wherever the protein is required. See, the manufacture protein is sent to various places in a cell depending, no need using the endoplasmic. Okay. Now what does an SER do? SER manufacture fats and molecules and lipids which is required for the important cell functions. So see, both produce something. RER produce with the help of ribosome protein, and SER manufactures fat molecules and lipids. So wherever all these things are required, endoplasmic reticulum, that's why endoplasmic reticulum have a large network, right? When you see in a cell, you will see a large network. In this large network, they distribute or they pass protein, fat molecules, lipids wherever it is required. This process of sending all these things is called membrane biogenesis. Okay. Now, some other protein lipid functions as enzymes and hormones. Even this and work as an enzymes and hormones also, some other lipids and proteins. See, our body is very complex. We require so many things, but we are not talking about our body. We are talking about a plant cell and animal cell. Even that body is complex, right? So, again, what is an endoplasmic reticulum? We call it ER, endoplasmic reticulum. There it is of two types, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, SER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes on it, therefore it looks rough, and ribosomes manufacture protein, which is send it to different parts of the cell wherever it is required, while SER produce fat molecules and lipids, right, which is helpful for the cell function. This process is called membrane biogenesis, and some proteins and lipid functions works as an enzymes and hormones. Okay. Now, this one of the function of an ER is to serve channel from transport of material, especially the protein, between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. See, even it passes from cytoplasm to nucleus also. So, cytoplasm, whatever the organelles are there, it pass nutrients, proteins basically, and send it to cytoplasm and the nucleus. So that was the main service of an endoplasmic reticulum. right? So endoplasmic reticulum in a cell produces all these things and transport it to everywhere wherever it is required. Thus, ER also functions as a cytoplasmic framework. As what I said, it has a large network. Now, see, listen, it's not only it. If you see in an animal cell, the liver cell of an animals are called vertebrates. We are going to see this in chapter 7. Now, SER, at least smooth endoplasmic reticulum, even plays an important role in detoxifying many poisons and drugs in an animal cell, right? So, see, smooth endoplasmic also helps to detoxify. Detoxify means to remove poisons and drugs. So, very important role played by an endoplasmic reticulum. We are going to see one organelles. See, I am taking this chapter little slow because it requires a lot of effort. Please read this thing again and again. Endoplasmic reticulum, we are going to see all the cell organelles: endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria and plastids. Endoplasmic reticulums, which are of two types, right? Endoplasmic reticulum are a long tube like structure or round oblong bags. It is of two types, rough and smooth. Rough, why? Because it has a protein on it. The manufactured protein then sent to various with the help of endoplasmic, and SER produce molecules and lipids. This process is called membrane biogenesis. Okay. So read it again and again. We are going to see a little more. See, this is a plant cell. Now plant cell have a little few things more rather than an animal cell. Definitely the both are different. We are going to study whole cell very properly. How does the process work? Now see, here also it is as a, here you can clearly see. Can you see this network? Yeah, around a cell, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Can you see? See, rough has a dot on it. Can you see small dots? Yeah, these dots. These dots are what? Ribosomes, yes. And those are the structure. Can you see the network around? And if you see, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is separate, and that rough endoplasmic reticulum has a network. So this is how those whole things work. We are going to see one organelle, very interesting thing. Put all your efforts. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, bye. Take care.